Well, hi there, everybody, and good Tuesday morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski. A very difficult forecast for today with a wide range in temperatures expected. A cold front has been diving southward, bringing in strong north and northwest winds, which means some of you may not warm up much at all. And there's going to be a wide range in temps today. Along with that, clouds are a bit tricky as well. I know Futurecast showing some clearing taking place, at least for a time later today, but there have been some pesky low clouds across northern, eastern Nebraska, about as far southwest as near and just southwest of the Tri-Cities this morning. And the big question is how much of this is going to clear out. There's also been some patchy fog this morning. And again, if we don't clear out those clouds, that's going to make for a very difficult warm-up today, and that's going to make it a struggle in some spots. Meanwhile, I do expect a little more sunshine off to the southwest, but eventually clouds will fill back in as our next disturbance starts to enter the picture late this afternoon and into this evening. And then overnight tonight, we're watching for a round of what will be mainly snow, maybe a mix early out towards the west, but mostly snow. And notice how this impacts mostly areas north of the interstate. So if you live south of the interstate, you're likely going to receive very little, if any, snowfall. Winds will continue to die back this evening. The heavy snows will come, I would say, 9 o'clock tonight through about 3 a.m. tomorrow morning, and then by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, notice the snow starting to lighten up a little bit, but still does linger in northern and eastern portions of Nebraska. As we go through your Wednesday, still a chance of snow in the morning, but much lower chances, if any, as we get towards the afternoon hours. Meanwhile, still mostly cloudy skies, a little more sunshine to the south and west. So most of us will be on the chilly side again on Wednesday, not as blustery as today. But folks off towards the southwestern corner of the state may still make it into the 40s, but most of us will be below average for this time of the year. So looking at our future snow product, again, I do anticipate the higher totals to be in the north. And again, we could see some snowfall rates 1 inch an hour at times. I think 1 to 4 inches should cover it in most locations. There may be some locally higher amounts up in north central portions of Nebraska. So not a major storm system at this point. There are no advisories out or no warnings out in northern Nebraska at this point. I could see maybe a couple of locations getting close to that winter weather advisory criteria. So again, you're going to be digging out of a little bit of snow in northern portions of Nebraska by tomorrow morning. And then most of this winds down by tomorrow afternoon. Now back to today, though, temperature-wise, again, there is going to be a wide range in temperatures, and this makes forecasting difficult. Along with that, again, the cloud cover makes forecasting difficult. We are going to see 20s and 30s up north, but kind of take this with a grain of salt. I could easily be at least a good 5 degrees off temperature-wise. I would not be surprised if some of you folks up there on Ainsworth and O'Neill are stuck in the upper teens to around 20 for a high today. We may not make it out of the 20s in places like Broken Bow and Ord, Central City, Albion area. Again, just a very difficult forecast. Out towards the west, 40s and lower 50s. In fact, I have dropped these temperatures just since earlier this morning. It may not warm up as much as expected now the way it looks at this point, but if we see any sunshine, the best chance is going to be in the southwestern part of the state, and that's why I have some of the warmest temperatures there. Same thing down in northern Kansas, maybe a little better chance of at least a little bit of partial clearing. Mid to upper 30s around the Tri-Cities, and then to the east we're looking at temperatures mostly in the 30s, but maybe some 40s there in Hebron and Belleville, but even my gut feeling starting to tell me maybe that Hebron, Belleville, Kansas temperature is probably a little bit too high. Again, this is a very, very difficult forecast today. What will happen is it's going to get even colder for tomorrow. Again, that round of snow late tonight, tomorrow morning. Thursday, chilly start. In fact, I may not be going cold enough there. We may be starting the day off in the single digits for many locations. But we do try to get back to around 40 degrees by the afternoon as warmer air settles in, thanks to a south wind that kicks in at 10 to 20 miles per hour on Thursday. That wind turns more westerly Thursday night into Friday, and that's really going to help those temperatures surge. An upper level ridge is going to build in to the area and kind of settle in over us. So we could be talking about a lot of places getting into the 60s. Now, for folks up north with snow still on the ground, probably no better than the 50s, maybe even struggling to 50 in far northern parts of the viewing area. But I think a lot of us will make it into the 60s and maybe even near 70 in the south and the southwestern part of Nebraska. We'll cool it back a little bit on Saturday. A slight chance of some light rain, better chances to the north and to the west. Maybe a slightly better chance Saturday night. Could maybe mix in a few snowflakes if it gets cold enough. A little cooler, breezy, if not even a little windy on Sunday. And then back to the lower 50s on Monday. That's well above average. Plenty of sunshine expected for next Monday. So a bit of a roller coaster ride. Certainly great weather to look forward to towards the end of the week. Today, though, that is a tough forecast, I'll tell you that for sure. And of course, that snow they have, again, mainly main areas impacted north of the interstate and maybe even farther north from there, the way it looks right now with that 1 to 4 inch type snow range. So there you go. There's your forecast for today. Until next time, I'm meteorologist Travis Klineski, and I hope you have a great Tuesday.